and earth, my
They said America is the land of the free, the home of the brave. Last time I checked, it was the brave that got punished. Today, I'm all that's left. The last chance for a new beginning. The last bridge between our past and our future. I am the last black man on earth.
hands up! Hands behind your back! Stop resisting arrest! Shots fired, suspect resisting arrest, proceeding resting. Last black man on earth, my ass! Woohoo! Last black man on earth! God, I'm good!
All right, people off the bus and on the beat. Come on, folks, let's move. Get your belongings. Get off fast. Stand line. You heard him. Right, get it ready. You heard him. Your family, stay together. Let's go. Let's go. Off the bus and on the beat. Just follow along. If you can't carry it, leave it behind. Push wild, no talking. Move, go. Move.
So as we say goodbye to our dark friends and neighbors, we say hello to a new era of American peace and prosperity. For World News Now, I'm Stryker O'Rourke.
Shalom. Shalom. Hey, look, I don't, hey, that first video just popped up in my feed, and as a matter of fact, I don't know. This may be a little different. Hopefully it's edifying because that's what it's all about anyway. But this video really is going to be about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, right? But, mainly the so-called white man, Esau Edom, they have such an affinity for trying to get rid of Israelites, okay? And when I say that, I mean so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled bird, right? Because it's a spiritual thing, and and either you can see it or you can't see it, and sometimes we're wrong. Okay, let's just be honest, because we all have, we all have the spirit of discernment. And when I say we all, I'm talking about the hopeful elect out there, right? The other people, they ain't got it. They just ain't got it. That's why a lot of people just keep saying, want to use black. Black this, black that. We've been over it a million times. Nobody's black, nobody's white. It's all a made up social construct to keep Esau Edom in power. And really, this is what this is all about. Esau has an affinity for getting rid, in general, for so-called black men, man. All right, let's just put it out there like it is. He has a fantasy to get rid of so-called black men. All right. And again, Israelites in general. So first and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekaha, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, on whom I learn from daily. All right? Healthy shalom to the elect out there, man. I'm trying to keep it quick. Genesis 4 and verse. Hey, would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop, right? Woo! It's early in the morning. But hey, look, though. He does. Esau Edom wants to get rid of really the southern kingdom, man. Okay? Now, he could tolerate the northern kingdom for now, because a lot of northern kingdom, man, they just go along to get along, man. The northern kingdom is fucked up right now in many different kind of ways, man. It is what it is. You know, a lot of this stuff, man, they're gonna have to just go through it. Okay? They're just gonna have to go through it. It's a part of the curses. Anyway, it's prophecy, but all right, let's read this. Genesis 4 and verse 5. All right, because Cain, if you didn't know, Cain basically has the spirit of Esau Edom, or Salakia. I mean, it could be the other way around, but we'll just say it like that. All right? But unto Cain and his offering, he had no respect, right? He had no respect to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He knew what Yahweh, he knew what he wanted. You know, he laid it all out as plain, you know, plain upon tables on what sacrifice and what he wanted and what was acceptable to bring to him for a sacrifice. And he fucked it up. Okay? Excuse my language, but that's what it is. He did. He screwed it up, man. He screwed it up. And that's the spirit of Esau Edom. That's why I said that. Because Esau does what the hell he wants to do. He's a vessel of wrath fitted to destruction. All right? That's why, you know, the so-called blacks and Latinos, Native Americans get busted down in the street by these police or whatever. That's why it's a part of the curses. It is what it is. Matter of fact, let's continue. Salakia. All right. And Cain was very wroth with when his countenance fell. Let's go. I got this pulled up already. Let's look up that word wroth. I need to go to and look that word up. Wroth. All right. Cain was wroth, right? Just like Esau Edom. Well, just like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai was wroth with his people. All right, so let's look that word up. Let's see where we at. Cain was wroth. He was very wroth.
Strong's H 2734. Chara.
Okay. All right, and sometimes I roll my tongue like that. It just sort of comes out like, you know, like that. It just does. All right, to be hot, furious, burn, become angry, be kindled. All right, this is what it says. All right, to burn, kindle. It said to be hot. You know the term in the earth, man. I'm hot over that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't the derogatory term. Is, you know, I'm hot. You know, meaning pissed off or upset. Furious, burn, becoming angry, be kindled. You know, I suppose that's good enough. Kindle. See, to be angry with, to be incensed. And that's what Esau Edom is. He's incensed. And that second clip is from that crazy ass George Clinton. You know, I think that's the name, George Clinton. He did this show a long time. It's an old ass show. It's called Cosmic Slop. And it was a series of different what do you call them? A series of different clips or whatever, small stories, you know. And that one, I'll never forget that. I remember watching that when I was a child. I'll never forget that, man. And there was something about when they was beaming up George Benson, when they was beaming his ass up, man. Man, that captured me in my spirit when I was a young child, man. So, you know, there was something about that I knew was absolutely correct, was right. There was something 100% right about it. And I thoroughly enjoy watching that yet again. All right, because that's what the scripture said. That's what the salvation of the Israelites going to look like, man, when you hear that voice saying, "Come up hither and hide yourselves for a little while," right? But anyway, okay. All right, Genesis 4 and verse 6 read, "And the Lord Yahweh said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth?" And he said, "Why you hot? What are you mad for? What you upset about?" And why is thy countenance fallen? Verse 7 reads, if thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? Did you hear what that said? If you do well, shall thou not be accepted? But what does Cain do? His spirit of Esau Edom does what the hell he wants to do. He's clean contrary, as the scripture said. We can get that. The scripture said he's clean contrary. It also said he took peace from the earth, and everything, the whole course of the earth, is turned upside down because he is upside down himself, and he was a vessel wrath fitted to destruction. He was made that way, man. You see that? All right? Salakia. All right, whatever. All right, let's keep going. Verse 8. Salakia, you know, and my phone chimed on that one. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass. Salakia, let me finish verse 7. I got to finish that first. All right? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire. And see that? These scriptures are perfect. Absolutely perfect. None shall want her made. They're infallible. All right? And thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. In other words, he unalived Abel his brother. And why did he do that? Because his ass is always jealous. He can't get right. You know what I'm saying? He can't do right. It's because he was made that way. You know, and he's always been jealous. Remember, the scripture said Jacob is the former of all things, and in particular, you know, this lesson is going into Esau, the males, but the females, you know, they females too. I'm just saying, but the females, you know, Esau, Edom, and his women, his widows, if you will, they off too, man, because they really jealous of the so-called. They make fun of them, and they make fun of us too. All right, but they really jealous of the so-called black woman and native, the Israelite from your prospective tribes too. They jealous. They are. Don't get it twisted. All right, just because they can do this or do that, you know, like women do, you know, because men love variety. Damn it, I love variety. You know, and it is what it is. We were created that way. You know, and don't get offended, but it is what it is. This is the way we were created. All right. All things are lawful, but not expedient. That'll come later, or sooner than later. Isaiah 4 and verse 1. I digress. All right, yeah, he slew his brother, man. So hey, that's the point. That's what I wanted to get out of that. Let's go to Amos 1 and verse 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4. I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword all the way back to the slave patrols and all that. That's where the police, you know, got their genesis. That's where they got their beginnings in the first place. All right, so that first clip, it makes sense, man. You know, again, that's why I was talking about, you know, basically going into to the males. Because they really want to get rid of us, man. All right, we got too much juice, baby. You see what I'm saying? And the scriptures talk about that. The salt of the earth, thou are peculiar people, the best people on the planet, second Esdras, Deuteronomy. It's all over the place. All right? I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. And he kept his wrath forever. And so a lot of people read that. I was listening to Elder Yashawamba's lesson. A lot of people read forever, and they just think, you know, it's forever, right? You know, just saying. But at some times it could be a point. It could be a certain age. It could be a time. You know, you just got to look into it and understand what's going on. All right. So, hey. You know what? I said I was going to make it quick. I might as well just leave it right there. All right, I'll read this, though. Jeremiah 51, verse 19 reads, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, and that, in fact, is his name, and Jacob is the former of all things. So Esau Edom really is just jealous, all right? And he's been given the sword and dominion over the earth, and he's able to do these things to us, and he's able to make, and there's examples all over the place, whether it be in movies, shows, or in real life. You already know what it is, all right? So Esau Edom has a perfect hatred for you Israelites, and guess what? We supposed to in like manner have that same type of, Anyway, hopefully this lesson was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah. Chant this place down. Kwam Yasharala and Wa Abad Babal. Boom. Shalom.